Shout out to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. They're your go-to for short and long-term rentals on forklifts and access machines. Plus, they handle all the servicing, maintenance and delivery too. They also supply portable toilets and showers for events and construction.
Also, if you mention the High Speed Garage podcast when you call, you will get a 10% discount on hire and transport. So for all your equipment and amenity needs, remember Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. And don't forget the High Speed Garage discount.
Everybody out there, I want to know who wants to go fast? Let's go one train.
Welcome back to the High Speed Garage. Thanks to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment, Contrast Printing, and our newest sponsor, Chops and Dyson, for keeping this garage open. How's it going, boys?
Not bad. Not bad at all, actually.
I've come good after being worn out from the weekend.
What was you worn out for?
I don't know. Drinking too many beers, I suppose.
Bloody lots of sunlight, wasn't there?
It was a cracking weekend.
Yeah, I was smashing the sunscreen on flat out.
Apart from the river coming up, the weather was brilliant.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Friday and Saturday were absolutely cracking days, and we couldn't do shit all because the river was up.
You couldn't get any better days.
Yeah. Everything else was absolutely perfect for awesome racing, except for the river.
Yeah, that come up at 4 o'clock. The dam released at 4 o'clock Friday morning.
Yeah, I got told when it happened. Like I got up in the morning and I was told, the dam has been released. I was like, surely it's not going to be that bad because, like, the river's not really up. Because I was on the water the day before and it was whatever. Like, you didn't even really notice that the river was up.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't high. And then get into the track after they'd released the dam and the river's already up.
Buckshot was full.
Fairly high.
Well, Friday afternoon, you couldn't drive around the boat ramp.
Well, you could, only just. And the only reason I say that is because I was asked to go down with Brett Layton and pick up the toilet that was down in the
on
the ramp.
Late in the afternoon when we were leaving to go to
Yeah,
home.
okay, later on in the afternoon. Yeah, righto.
You couldn't drive the F truck through it. Or Andrew wouldn't.
Oh, wow. That bad?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, I was pulling porta potties out from the pits, from the ramp area.
Yeah, that was
Because she
early.
started to
bit
float
earlier.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
it's come up
definitely-
with
That was
heaps
pretty
in
early in
afternoon.
the day, wasn't it? It was about lunchtime
Yeah, it
or
would have
something.
been
maybe lunchtime,
a bit
yeah.
after lunch, yeah.
Yeah, I know that Ricky was on the phone to Les Sheether, the local mayor, pretty early to say, mate, we need to get this boom across the bridge, otherwise this race meeting ain't going to happen.
Yeah,
So
I
there's-
was struggled with that, that's for sure, on the Friday with that. The water was moving Friday.
Yeah, it was very
really
strong.
moving.
Yeah, they were always going to struggle to put that across. I've put that thing out with Wayne across Dargle one time, and we waited for the turn of the tide. We were out in the tinny at like some early hour of the morning, and we had it tied to one side of the thing, and we're just sitting there in the tinny island just waiting to fang across the river as the tide sort of stopped. And then he said, righto, we'll go now, and we just fanged across the river. By the time we got to the other side, jumped out, that boom was already fucking pulling us away.
Mm-hmm.
We were struggling to get the fucker tied up to a tree on the other side.
Yeah.
So with the river flowing that hard, that was always going to be fucking difficult.
Yeah, definitely it slowed up like Saturday, midday-ish. We didn't really rush down there Saturday.
No,
we knew
look, I
was
certainly I didn't, but you know when your body knows that you should be somewhere, and your brain's telling your body that you don't need to be there, but your body's still going, fucking go, go, go. Because race meeting days, you're supposed to be down there like 6:30 sort of thing, and I'm driving in there at 7, 7:15 sort of thing, and I'm thinking, shit, there's gonna be a big driver's briefing, and I'm gonna be looked at as this dickhead that's turned up late, and like everyone was just chilling out. I was like, okay, well, yeah, we're definitely not racing for a little while.
No.
It's too early to get there.
I love early morning starts at a
I
race meeting.
Fucking hate it.
Nah.
Turn up, have a coffee, have a bullshit, dawdle down to the briefing later on.
Yeah, it'd be alright if that's what you could do. But everything's always on super early. If you could get there and just dick around for hours.
Yeah,
And
it
then-
depends on how
yeah.
early you get there.
Not before the sun rises, that's for sure. But yeah.
I certainly have. Yeah, no, I'm still buggered. Like yesterday, I was buzzing, but today.
Did you go to work yesterday?
Yeah. I told boss man if I win Dad's race, then I'm not coming in. Like I'm not going to be here. But no, I won a race, but not the one I wanted. Got to be happy with
Well-
how it went though.
You didn't really get a proper chance to win the one you wanted, did you?
Nah.
No, there was
run
some
differently.
compromises. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was unfortunate, but look, we got everything got on the water. So realistically, the whole weekend had to be a compromise, and that's how it worked. But as everyone can probably tell, we're all still pretty buggered.
I'm not. I'm good.
Oh man,
I'm good today. I was a bit tired yesterday. I don't know why, but I had 2 early nights. I had an early night Saturday too.
I'm sweet. I've been sweet all weekend because I've been sleeping with my sleep apnea machine.
Oh, yeah.
Has it helped?
Fucking oath it has.
Really?
The very first day I used it, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning to go for a piss, and I went back to bed and I was like, "Fuck, I'm awake." And I was like, "Is this how it's meant to be? Do I just get up now? Is that what I'm supposed to do?" Or
That's me. You meant to get up and go for a run.
I ended up taking it off after 3:30 and just drifting off back to sleep for a couple more hours. But yeah, made me heaps more energetic. I don't like getting up in the mornings, and now it's like I've only used it for a week, and it's fucking heaps easier.
You're selling it pretty well here.
I shouldn't be telling you how good it is. So you don't buy one.
I've been looking at it. But I want to go and get that thing from the chemist first to see how fucked up my sleep really is.
We'll go get it.
Um,
Report back next week.
I struggle to get to the chemist because I don't finish till late. And then dropping it back off the next day is even harder.
My old man got one years ago, and I've always thought if I just go and get myself a mask and use his,
Yeah,
I'll at least get an idea on how it works.
yeah.
All
Well, I
the
didn't
benefits
go
of
to a
it.
doctor or nothing.
Yeah,
I
you just went.
I was just went to
through
the
mint.
chemist and did that thing.
Yeah,
But you can't. Anyone can just go buy it. You don't have to.
Yeah, like if that's just telling you, yeah, you really
It-
should have one.
If you buy like an older one or like I don't know. I didn't look into too many different models, but I'm sure like a lower, cheaper model, you're probably better off going to a doctor so they can tell you what settings to set it all at. So the one that I bought is all auto,
yeah, okay.
so it just sets itself. It basically understands my breathing and then changes accordingly.
It's got a bit of
How I'm
AI
breathing.
involved.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's fucking no. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, now our weekend, it was not what we expected. So we ran it on Thursday, and then had to do a bit of farting around with it, and
Farting around.
yeah, well it'd fire up on the trailer, and you'd push it out. I'd put it in gear, and it'd sort of start, and then just turn off, and it did that. Man, we farted around with that for 5 hours, trying to work out what the hell's going on. We're checking fuel system, thinking it's not getting enough fuel once it fires up under load. We're checking spark. We're checking ignition pickup, wiring looms, and then just one of the boys, Jack, just grabbed where the ECU is, and he unplugged and plugged the wire in the bottom of the ECU. And Josh was like, "Shit, that's just fixed it. What the fuck did you just do?" He goes, "I just play with the plug." So they ended up just fiddling around with plugs, and it didn't fix it again. Like
I unfixed it.
we sent it out, it didn't work. Come back in, we're like, "Well, fuck, what's going on?" So we just said, "Stuff it." We took it back to Jason's shed and just parked it. Well, before I got from the ramp back around to Jason's place, Josh rings me up in a panic. Chuck all your shit back on. You're getting in the water as soon as we get back. So they found a wire had been removed off the ignition relay. Obviously, when we put it on Backer's engine, put Backer's engine in it. But the wire had made its way onto the relay and just sat on it. So it'd sit there and idle, no worries. Put it under load. It drew more current, and it just jumped off.
Yeah, right.
Like the simplest thing took so long to try and work out because you're not even chasing that.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, so Saturday. So we get down to the races on Friday. Obviously, we worked out. Everyone knows that it didn't run. We found a little bit of leakage between the blower and like that plate that bolts onto the intake manifold.
Yep.
So we said, okay, well, we've got a bit of time. We'll take it back to the shed, take the blower off, put a gasket underneath, put it back together. So we did it, but when we pulled the blower off, just lifted it up, checked the gasket, made sure all the mating surface was okay. It looks like just the O-ring was just a little bit worn out, so it was still proud, just not proud enough to make a seal. But I grabbed hold of the blower drive, like the gear that the belt drives on, and it was tight. And it wasn't tight when I put it back, when I bolted it on there. So we had a look at it, and it looks like it's tightened itself up somehow. We haven't looked into it, haven't opened it up and looked inside it. We're very happy that the decision I made buying that blower for the boat, because it was identical to Breton's blower, that saved my ass. We just stole Breton's blower, put that on, bolted the snout on, away we go.
Yeah.
Then put the heater on, running water through with the gurney. So you heat the engine up to operating temperature, and then fire it up, run it, make sure everything's happy. We see water running down the side of the head. So between the head and between the head and the block. What we found out, because Ben Swan was up there giving us a hand, he chased up Chris that had put the engine together, and as everyone would normally do, he'd used RTV or whatever sealant that he'd used on the copper gasket to seal the water surface.
Yeah.
Ben has found out in his building of engines that the only way you can seal those gaskets up is a material called 3-bond.
Yeah, right.
So there's a certain style of that 3-bond sealant, but it's the only stuff that seals. So these are a machine cup firing. So it's a I think it's about 2 or 3 thou. I think 2 or 3 to 5 thou thicker than the actual copper plate, the copper gasket. So it bites down. The combustion chamber is completely sealed properly, and then you've just got to make sure the water jacket, the water circuit, seals up.
If you don't run those fire rings, you shouldn't need anything on the copper gasket.
That's exactly right. Yeah. But because it runs the fire rings, it stands up that little tiny bit proud.
Yeah.
So you've got to have that 3-bond that sort of squishes in all in the spots. So that was a 3:30, 4 o'clock close up on Saturday morning when we thought we were just going back to put a gasket on the blower. But we were very lucky that happened, because if we'd gone and run it on Friday, if the racetrack was open, we probably would have had a blower let go into the engine.
Yeah.
Because there's no screen between them.
Nah.
It's whatever's there goes down.
Yeah, you probably would have found it. Probably would have just locked up.
That would,
I would hope so, yeah. But
just broke the belt.
I would hope so. But then that's obviously the reason why on Saturday afternoon when we ended up getting on the water, I threw a belt. I'd done a couple of runs. But then once I come out of that, so that was the Commodore's Cup. It was the last race of the weekend, and I remember
last race on Saturday.
Sorry, last race on Saturday. I remember coming down the first chute next to Explicit. Who else was in that race? Supernova and Ravage.
Yep.
So I was next to Explicit, and I come into the corner as hard as I could, as I come through the corner and went to straighten up, I've tried to smoke the prop as hard as I could because I knew Explicit was right beside me. He was going to be fucking quick out of that corner. But as I've smoked the prop, it's vibrated the boat, which it does. And I'm thinking that extra load that's gone through the belt circuit, like through the blower and the engine, has just been the last thing that belt needed, and it's just torn it off, and everyone saw the snake flying through the air behind the boat. But everyone only saw that in photos because behind us was a bit of a bust up.
Bit of carnage.
What did you guys see there?
We didn't really see much.
Nah.
Because we were right up the other end. So
Sort of just spray, that's all we
we just seen sort of spray and then seen Explicit heading towards the bank. We didn't even see it hit the bank.
Nah.
Yeah, Explicit team have put out a couple of videos since the weekend, and it hits those rocks pretty hard, eh?
Yeah.
That's not nice. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it knocked the him out or something like
it
that.
must have bent the rudder, I reckon.
But
For it not to turn properly.
yeah, for it to just keep going into the rocks, that's really shit. Obviously, Liam must have been trying to steer away from the rocks.
No, well, you're
hope
obviously
so.
going to, aren't you? You're not going to steer into
No,
it.
no, that's right. But the fact that he didn't turn it off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at what looks like from the footage we've seen, Supernova, Scotty Cleaver, has come into the corner and he must have sort of got rocked or something like that, and it's bitten and gone sort of hard turn straight into the side of him.
Yeah.
You didn't hold him wide, did you?
I don't believe so. I believe that I remember coming in sort of pole 2 and keeping an even arc around.
I don't reckon he would have been able to see.
It's
Possible.
I reckon from where I seen, you was a bit wide off the exit buoy.
I certainly was, but I've seen the drone footage and there was an even arc all the way around.
Yeah.
I probably could have tightened it up, but I thought this is like the afternoon, it's the first race. I'm not going to be real like square on the corner. And like I hadn't raced for a long time. I thought starting in pole 1, I want to bloody take it easy here.
Yeah,
So
I reckon he just couldn't see.
gave everyone a bit of room.
That's what it is.
yeah.
You reckon Scotty didn't see
Nah.
Explicit?
Not a chance in the world he's seen that.
Later on in the weekend, I had a race with Connor with Turn It Up, and as soon as I come around the corner on the outside of Connor, and I was just behind him. Like I caught him to the corner, but because I was still being really careful and trying to get my head back into driving the boat, I didn't charge the corner as hard as I should have. This is the one where I stuffed your bed up, Mick.
Yeah.
So as I come into the corner, Connor's chucked the plate on, like stood on the plate, and it's just showered me in water.
Yeah.
Like what? Enough to turn the engine off.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
mid corner, I got hosed down, and all I said is over the radio, "I've been evercrafted."
You
Yeah,
get, you get in the
those-
wrong spot. Yeah, you can't see. You just
Yeah, those sprays obviously
Touch
don't
it
help, but Scott being on the outside
Corner.
and probably being the first boat
Oh yeah, I know
to
what
the
you're talking
corner,
about.
he doesn't know where the boys are anymore because you can't see behind him.
That's right.
So you're guessing the whole time.
When you're getting hosed, you just can't see anything.
Well, that's before you even get hosed, and then if you get a bit of a spray, then that makes it even worse again. That's why I don't like that rule. Anyway, don't get too agitated over it.
Yeah, no, it was quite. I hadn't experienced that before. Maybe I just don't remember, but far out, that's a lot of water that hammers over you.
That's why Craig Lewis put that angle up the middle of your screens.
Why is that?
So the water hits the inside of your screen and
You
hits
can
that,
still
and
sort
then
of
it goes
see.
over, and you'll still see the outside. So you can still see up the centre of the boat.
That's not a bad idea.
Because the water sticks to your screen and runs around.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of whinging about Evercraft spraying water, that obviously
Adapt
no one's
your-
going to fix.
Yeah, adapt your
Just-
boat to help
just
do something.
change your own boat to help it better.
Yeah.
That's a simple
That's
thing.
that was Craig's attitude, and I haven't got one, but I can see it working really well. And I've seen them on
What's on
H1 hydroplanes too.
Yeah, I wonder what it'd be like to to add it later on.
No, it's nothing. It's just an aluminium
It's just a
thing.
bit
It
of-
just bolts
Yeah, it's
to
just
the
a piece
windscreen
that-
bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a bit of aluminium angle that just.
There's one on
bolts
trouble.
straight over
You
the
put
top
one
of
on
it.
trouble when you put the cell in that as well.
Okay.
I was sat in that in the weekend. You don't really notice it sitting in the middle of the screen.
Really?
No, I thought you would, but sort of there. But it's
Your
of
eyes sort of
nothing.
wrap around it.
yeah, might be different in the race, but yeah, still looks alright.
Yeah, so I sort of jumped the gun a little bit there. How'd your weekend go, boys? Just more racing, that was it?
Pretty much.
Betting.
Yeah.
Now the betting this weekend.
Yeah. Joel raped everyone's wallets.
Miles in front. I think it's $200. I think I won.
Yeah, winner.
I didn't do too bad. I think I ended up maybe 40 or 50 in front.
That banner looked good.
Some people got 0.
Yeah,
They just shelled out. Craig Bailey just shelled out all
yeah.
weekend.
He's only one
didn't
day,
win
but
one.
luckily, I think James ended up. Yeah, James won one at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But he
Your
was-
brother James?
Yeah. Did Brennan win one? Yeah, I think Brennan won one.
Yeah, he won one.
Yeah, he
That
won
was-
one after he got $50 off me,
Yeah. He borrowed $50 off Joel so he could bet the next one.
and then won it.
Yeah. He had to borrow $50 off Joel to pay Joel $5 because he owed for that last bet.
Yeah, that banner looked really good in the marquee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Really stood
great
out.
banner.
Thanks to Contrast Printing for our banner.
Mm. No one stole it because we took it down every day.
Definitely weren't leaving that up.
Yeah, I think
Plenty of people would have seen it too. It's right where you walk up to go to the pit
up to the
caravan.
peak, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that Brad loves this time of the year and also hates it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's like 3 weeks out. He goes, I just have spectacular stuff.
Yeah, yeah. He rang me during the week before because I was going to get some more stickers in the boat. He goes, "You don't need them by the weekend, do you?" I said, No. I said, "I'll talk to you on the weekend and we'll get it done
Yeah.
afterwards." He's like, "Oh, good."
I meant to go and see him and never did, actually.
I seen him after his second race on Saturday, I think it was, which he won.
He went pretty well, didn't he?
He won all weekend.
He cost me a bet in the first one too. Well, he didn't really cost me. I was on him in his first heat, and then there was the red flag from old mate getting turfed out. So,
Yeah, getting
so that
bumped and
bet
then
got null
thrown
and
out.
voided.
They never. Well, we assumed they didn't rerun it, but we didn't start betting on them again.
So that was one of the Jeff Boland's races, was it? Because it's a point score over the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it was the very first one was the
it's Saturday.
I think it was probably the first
It was the first
Race
race,
of the
I think.
weekend.
Yeah.
the very first race of the
Nah,
weekend.
nah, second. The 550s went out first.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that yeah. So it must be part of that shield.
So we'll jump into the results. The Jeff Boland's Trophy, as we said, our man Brad Hammond, he got the win, and then Unlimited Outboard, which was the Ron Beasley, as we said last week. Adam Breen in Cracker got first. So he went pretty well through the weekend, didn't
Won
he?
everything.
Yeah. Bloody quick boat, that. Adam's got some big balls.
They had a few. Banksy had some problems. Simon shit a gearbox.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I think Pecky had a couple of issues too, but I don't know what his problems were.
Yeah. These things break.
Well, you're working them hard, aren't you?
Yeah, they are.
Running on the edge.
Yeah, very easy to get upset with them. Big dog Dylan Greentree in Tunnel Vision got the Chiquita Cup. Lock and Load, last year's King of the River winner, he got the Menace Cup. In the NDC, we ended up, because the club lost all of their racing on Saturday. Saturday was supposed to be all about the NDC and the Unlimited Displacement Trophy, but in the Unlimited Displacement races. But we ended up, as a family, we ended up changing it so the NDC was able to use the heats and the A-Main final for Dad's race. So all the races on Saturday before the finals, they all went towards Dad's race. But the NDC uses points when we normally use race times.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you
painful.
can't make it with your time from the first race, you can make it out of the second, and that's the way it's going to keep going. But just this weekend, because everything had to get congested, we had to just share it up a bit. But I said that they needed to make sure that the races were called the heats for Dad's Trophy, and they're getting points for the NDC out of it.
Yeah.
That way you're not sort of taking away too much from Dad's racing.
They could have just run one extra race.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they could have fitted it in somewhere.
That's what we were hoping. The initial conversation was make an extra race, but if you can't, then you're going to have to use Dad's as the A main final as well.
Yeah, well, they could have squashed all the finals up, A, B, and C, and then put a few races on, and then put your Dad's race on.
Yeah, so when they run the heats for the NDC, they were back to back. Like
Yeah.
one, two, three. But then when they did the finals, they had gaps in between them. I don't know why they did that.
I think they usually do that, don't they? They did that up at Laidley as well, didn't they?
I don't think. I
No,
thought
I
they
don't
always
think
run them
so.
back to back.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they don't,
Well, there obviously
It's
was
not
a
step-
reason.
because
That's
you're
the
not
reason
stepping
they
up
did it.
through the heats.
No, you're not, but yeah, there must have been a reason for it to happen. But you guys would have seen the C main final. That was all right. That was a pretty good race, I thought.
Yeah, Big Orange Boat happened to win that one, I think.
I won on that too, I think.
you backed it, did you?
Yeah.
Good man.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
you-
that was.
To be honest, I think you're the only boat left. Whoever picked it was just the last
Drops
boat
out.
left, yeah.
Yeah, so we'd been working on the thing all weekend to just progress the performance of the engine. Earlier in the day, we ended up finding out that the fuel pump was going off. You guys had
I had a look at them.
Pardon?
I had a look at one of them. Brenton showed me it.
Yeah,
And there's something going through it.
it's got like a little bit of a rattle. Is it not a rattle, like a squeak? Is it
Something's
as you
going,
rotate it?
Something's going through it.
Yeah.
So you've ever got something shit in your tank, I reckon.
Well, that's possible. The tank's always dried and clean, and I can't see where it's come from, and it's always closed. But yeah, no, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
What
Either
you
that-
thinking,
either
like a
that
rock
or
or something like that?
Or something's
it's a bit of-
failed in the pump.
All that, but it looked like a bit of swarf or something in there. So the
Oh,
pump could
really?
have failed, but yeah, it looked shit.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh well, yeah. So
Real notchy too.
the plan was to take all three pumps. So we put a 990 pump, which is what we were told was too big for our fuel system. And I always thought, well, why don't you just neck everything down so it's right? Like you've got too much fuel. Oh no, send it all back to the tank.
It's better than having not enough.
That's what I thought. So we ended up Benny Swan on the fly made a calculation and said, "Oh, I reckon this is going to be about right," and sent it out in must have been the second round of heats. He sent me out in that, and it come first run, 1,000 degrees in cylinders. It's like,
Yeah, right.
well, okay,
That'll do.
we're in a good spot here. And then I think he pulled another 5 out of the main or something like that, another 5 thousandths out of the main for the race with Odin. And straight away, you come out of the ramp and you just get a different feeling from the boat. You give it that first squeeze, it's not fluffy at all. It's just crisp and the power's there straight away.
Yeah.
And when the power's not there, a lot of people think that you're driving like a dickhead, like driving really erratic. But when the power's not there, the boat actually doesn't smoke the prop.
Yeah.
If the boat doesn't smoke the prop, it just bites.
Yeah.
And when it bites, it just goes skyward. So as I've learnt driving the boat, the harder you stand on that pedal, the more it smokes the prop. The more it smokes the prop, the easier it is to drive.
Yeah. I've said that to a few people. I reckon the more power you stick in the things, the easier it makes them to drive.
Yeah.
If it's underpowered, you're trying to do all sorts
It's a
of
real
things to
arsehole.
get the boat to move. And
Yep.
And it was funny. I actually mentioned that to Brett Nidry over the weekend, And he's starting to learn that now 'cause he's got the big block in his 18-footer. And he said to me when he was like just crewing for Gouchy all the time, he said, Mark used to say the same thing. Put more power in, it becomes easier. Every time you up the power, it's easier and easier. Nedry thought he was full of shit until he's done it himself, and he's like, oh, it actually is easier.
Yeah. Oh, look, I can't imagine a blown big block in an 18-footer being real easy to drive, but
Yeah,
obviously
it's fun.
you push the more power in it. Like, just
Especially Mark's one, that's a 560.
holy shit, that's
Yeah.
the same size as mine.
Yeah, we'll make it 660.
Make it 1200. I think that's what Odin's engine is, 1200. Something
Just
that's
put-
fucking huge.
Just attach two of them together.
Yeah. No, we've seen the sticky tape job before. It definitely felt really nice, and to be able to come out with a win against a team like Constables, I reckon that's something to be really proud of.
Them blokes worked hard all weekend too.
They
They kept
thrashed
breaking
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I put the mocker on them in their first race on Saturday, I think it was. Because I was over there
yeah.
looking in the morning, and I was just talking to Ryan, just looking at the engine, and I said, oh, how come Pete didn't make nice billet intake pipes? How come you got welded ones on there? And he said, oh, just because it's fucking heaps easier. I went, oh, fair enough. They go out the first race and break that intake pipe.
Did you go and talk to him and
Yeah,
apologise after that?
I went back over later and I said, oops. And then Ryan said, oh, Pete's going to make some nice billet ones now.
Yeah, it's obviously less evident, though, isn't it?
I think they're changing turbos too. Or they're doing something with the turbos. They weren't happy with them.
Yeah, no,
Pity that's not a
that
beer.
went everywhere.
But you know it's not a beer.
So I'm looking at it.
It's fucking looks like a beer to me.
Looks like soda water.
What are you drinking? Pump.
Water.
And fucking piss in that bottle.
I've had a couple of beers.
So in the B main final, Culprit got the win for that. They'd been fiddling around with it all weekend. I don't think Nathan was real comfortable in the boat. He'd been out of the seat for a fair while. He's
Seen
probably,
a shocking photo of him on one of the posts. Skeet put it up in the comments. And it's just like he just looks uncomfortable in his race suit.
yeah. Well, he's been out of the boat for
Fucking
over 12
long
months as
time.
well, or at least 12 months.
He's as long as you, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I'd say so. And I jumped in it on Thursday, and I felt really uncomfortable. It was even worse the week before, but each time I jumped in that boat over the weekend, I felt better and better and better.
That's what happens.
Yeah, but then I sort of think all these boys that have been driving these boats for months before me, they're not dealing with this shit. They're just jumping in and they're comfortable.
Yeah.
So you're sort of on the back foot before you even start.
Yeah.
I was only just starting to feel comfortable in it in the C main. So I would have loved to have been that position earlier on in the weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
It would have been excellent.
When I finally tested mine after having it off the water for ages, I was the same. I was like, fucking hell, I've got to do this, do that. I've got to remember to turn the fuel off and do
Yep.
all these things. And you get a bit flustered, but after you do it a few times, it becomes just second nature and you get back used to doing it again.
That's right. Yeah, I felt so comfortable driving it back into the ramp on Sunday afternoon, but Saturday morning when we first drove it, I was like, holy shit, this is just a completely new experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but it felt like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in the A main final, which was Dad's race, the final for Dad's race, Lay It On got first, Decision got second, Turn It Up got third, and Destiny got fourth. That wasn't too bad of a race, was it?
No, it was pretty good. Decision and Lay It On went pretty
They went
close.
pretty hard, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's good to see Decision going like that again.
Yeah, he's really sorted that out.
He's just starting to get a bit of confidence back too after he sort of tipped
He had
it
a
on
fairly
his lead
decent
or
bid,
what
yeah.
happened, yeah.
But then Connor Patterson in Turn It Up and Blake Ramsey in the Destiny boat, they were pretty hard, going hard at it at the end of that race too.
Yeah.
There was even a conversation, we couldn't even remember which one won.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
one got on the podium, which one didn't. Because I'd say a lot of people would have seen the Chester Fury hats going around on the weekend. The boys that got on the podium, first, second, and third, they got a hat with embroidered first, second, and third on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Stole that idea from Supercars, and I reckon they come up pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah,
I'm going to start doing that for the race each year.
That's
Yep.
a good idea.
Another little trophy.
Yeah.
Mm.
One that you
Something
wear
you
instead of
just
just,
you keep,
yeah.
just don't put it on the shelf.
Yeah, and mate, wear it out.
The missus bought one of your hats.
Ah, I did see that.
She before we even went down. She said, "Can I borrow your hat?" I said, "Oh yeah, why?" She goes, "I only want it till I get there because I'm getting a Fury one." 'Cause she missed out last year.
Well, we made it so they weren't dated this year, and I don't know if it's the right idea or wrong, because like you go there and you're not going to go, oh that hat's the same as last year, I'm not going to get it. So we thought, okay, we'll date it. But then when you finish the weekend and you've got hats left,
Yeah, then
It's
you
hard
got
to
no
sell 'em.
use.
Yeah.
so you've got these brand new hats sitting around. You're like, well, what do I do with them?
Yeah,
You just try and sort of convince family members to buy it at bloody cost price or
yeah, yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Hey, you wear a hat. If you wear a hat enough, you wear it. Nearly wear it out in a year.
Yeah. Well, I've worn my Fury hat a fair bit. I wear most of my hats to work, and I won't wear a Fury hat to work.
Yeah, I've got a certain hat I wear to work.
So then we'll jump across to King of the River. Cracker Racing got first. He was freaking quick.
Damn outboards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he start on the inside?
Second,
No,
pole
he started-
two.
He pole
yeah.
two and
Banks
laid
was-
on.
Banks was pole one. Later on was pole five.
Laid on was pole five. That's right. Yeah, he was out fairly wide. What happened to Banksy's thing?
Don't know. It stopped in the race before it as well. And they had they O-ringed the head gaskets.
Yes.
One of them failed, so I don't know if another one's failed or
Oh, far out.
something else went wrong.
The simplest shit can just put you back on the trailer.
Yep.
The old 20-cent part.
Yep. It's horrible to see it. And I saw our mate Mitch Williams. He hurt an engine in his F2 boat as
That
well.
was on Saturday.
Yeah, poor bugger.
Nipped it up. He showed me the photo.
Yeah, he sent a couple of engines over to Doggy now, I think.
That was doggy one.
Are you sure?
Well, it should have been. He had a doggy one on at Dargle when we were run down there with Michaels.
Yeah, okay, because I thought he was saying he bought that engine and then he was going to send him to Doggy.
No, as
Anyway.
far as I know, unless it wasn't, and Doggy was just working on it down there.
Maybe. And now Mitch is going to get him to
Build
build it.
Yeah, could
Yeah.
possibly be that.
Oh,
I
it
just
looks
assumed it was
it's
Doggy's one.
disappointing seeing these boys coming in from ski racing and hurting engines like that. Yeah, I know you can hurt engines in ski racing as well, but yeah, seeing them hurt stuff when they're racing with us,
They're running on
I
the
feel
edge,
for
but
'em.
if you don't know what you're looking at, that's well easy to end up pissing up in one of them.
okay.
I reckon that'll just loan them for buying an outboard.
Well, I told him to buy an inboard, but he said that no, I sit down to wee, so
Yeah.
he's like, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I know. They know they're on the line because when I've pulled Reese's apart, and I look at it and go, "Oh yeah, we could lean this out just a little bit more." He goes, "Fucking no, we can't."
What looks like it's okay is actually on the edge.
Yeah, you'd probably get away with it for one race, one 3-lap race, but not one of their 15-minute
yeah.
races.
So later on got second and Decision got third. So, look, it was a cracking weekend. The team at Upper Hawkesbury really worked their ass off. What could have been a humongous weekend still felt like a massive weekend. You know what I mean? Like finishing the weekend off like that, I kept forgetting about the shit that happened Friday, Saturday because Sunday just finished so well.
Yeah.
I think Friday they could have went out. We're not raised. You knew you weren't never going to run it, rather than say, "Oh, we might."
That's right. They certainly could have just packed up the towel.
No, I mean just packed up the towel Friday and went, "Let's go back, do a show and shine, or let's do something."
I reckon more people would have ran Saturday if they said, "Look, guys, the river's too dirty today. We're not even going to try, but it should be good tomorrow." it just sounds better than,
They didn't
you
look,
know, we're going to try to clean it up. We're doing our best, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to you if you go out. That doesn't sound very enticing.
Yeah, okay.
Where if you just call it off Friday and say, you know, it's not happening today, we'll try again tomorrow. It's supposed to be heaps better tomorrow. And then if it's not better tomorrow, well, okay, we'll try again the next day. But people they probably believe you a bit more.
Yeah, look, I had faith that as soon as they said that we were right to go running, then we were going to be right to go running.
Yeah, right.
there was
I
a
looked at
couple
the
of
water
close
Saturday,
calls
and
Saturday
I
morning.
wouldn't have been keen Saturday.
Yeah, a couple of people
The water was
found...
still brown on
Oh,
Saturday.
the water
which-
was still brown all weekend, wasn't it?
No,
Nah,
it was
it got
clean
good.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday
Clean
was
as Sunday.
good Sunday.
Yeah, really.
Even
You could see it-
Saturday afternoon, real late, it was sort of
You could see South Creek was just dirt and brown coming out of the creek going up river, and the rest of the river was like its typical grey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Look at it could have been a shit show, but they pulled it out of the fire and made a friggin' awesome event. So they need to be congratulated for that. We'll jump across to supercars. They had their first enduro in the Enduro Cup, i.e., 2 events. Don't know why they call it Enduro Cup. They need to put the Gold Coast back on.
Yeah.
That's shit.
Enduro is one long race.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
well, that's-
split up
that-
over 2 days.
No, it's qualifying on Saturday and race on Sunday.
Yeah.
So Sandown used to be you'd qualify and then your co-driver would have a sprint race in your car to make the field on Sunday. So it was up to the bloody co-driver to get pole.
Oh yeah.
So that was the weird setup at Sandown, but they didn't do any of that at the Bend. They just went qualifying top 10 shootout Saturday and then race on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, as everyone could obviously expect, I didn't get to see one skerrick of racing over there. I've had to watch up the highlights and listen to all the stories that everyone's been coming out with.
Yeah.
Brody,
None of us watched anything over the weekend.
Brody
Too busy.
Kostecki and Will Brown have got a podcast. They had a really good chat about it over the weekend as well. They come out Tuesday. So Brock Feeney put it on pole. Cameron Hill come in second. Brody Kostecki in third. Cameron Waters in fourth. And then in the main race, for the first time in 6 years, Brody Kostecki and Todd Hazelwood puts a Ford at the top of the podium in the Enduro season. Cam Waters and Mark Winterbottom come in second. Matty Payne and Garth Tander in third. Also,
What's that mean for the Enduro Cup?
well, that'll mean that there's 3 Fords at the top of the Enduro Cup. Did you say, Joel, before?
The winner.
Okay.
So the winner of the sprints has a guaranteed spot in the finals.
Which was Feeney.
Yep. And the winner of the Enduro Cup has a guaranteed spot in the finals.
Yep.
And then it's 8 other
Rolls
spots.
on from there.
Yeah, so the top 10 stay in. But the way I look at it, you could have had a shocking sprint cup, come good for the Enduros, and still make the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if you needed to be in the top 10 and then...
No, not the way it reads.
When
It just
yeah,
makes it a
I
bit
understand what you're
exciting,
saying,
'cause
but
otherwise-
maybe they should have done that.
Yeah, teams that are good, they stay there, and if you've had a shocker first couple and you can't catch that back up because everyone else is still doing their thing, it gives you like a bit of a second shot.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's kind of like the footy finals.
Yeah.
You know, if you're struggling all year and you just crack into 8th, you can still knock off the top teams with someone else knocking them out. Or even if you win that and then decide you want to play shit at the end of the year, well, you don't win.
Yeah. See, and then they knock out, once once Bathurst is done, and they go to the Gold Coast, I think, they knock out 3 from there. So the top 7 go into Sandown or whatever the next race is. And then they knock out 3 more and then go into Adelaide. And there's the top 4 can win. There's 4 drivers that can win from Adelaide.
Yeah.
Which is significantly better than every other year because normally you just get your top 2 fighting it out, or maybe even
it's wrapped up.
you maybe even have a winner before you even get
I think
there.
there was some ridiculous stat that it's like it's been years since it wasn't wrapped up before the final round.
It's been years
Since the final round hasn't been decided already.
I remember Brody needing to get a good result on the Saturday so he could win on the Sunday.
I don't remember. I thought it was the
Maybe it's the last race that they're talking about.
No, I thought they said the final round
Yeah.
had already been wrapped up.
No, I
Yes,
don't think so.
It wasn't wrapped up when they were running them at Newcastle.
No, they battled
No, but
it
that
out
was a
all the
while
way to the
ago.
end.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
The final round Newcastle would have been 20,
I can just remember.
probably 2020.
I can remember one of them. That was when Scotty Mack was trying to win, and he had to
Yeah, that was 17.
finish wherever, and he.
Bin Loudsey
That,
into the
that,
wall.
was, that was 2017.
Yeah, right.
That was just before his first championship.
Yeah,
He
that's
missed out there.
I don't really remember any of the other ones.
So then our news story from the Ben Enduro. I'm sure everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
headline.
so hard.
My headline is Triple Eight boss runs into weekend subby driver.
That's exactly what it is.
That's good clickbait.
So, in a Friday practice session, Supercars ran a mock virtual safety car event, but unfortunately, Jamie Whincup missed the sector line where Scott Pye did. So, Jamie took out both cars, which actually did a fair bit of damage, set the team back for the weekend, and then after that, in the actual race, Jamie had already been overtaken by Todd Hazelwood in the race. Jamie came in for a pit stop. Car stopped for fuel. It was pretty early in the race. The fuel filler, it's got like a single piece coupling. Looks like a big flat face coupler for an excavator.
Yep.
But as it goes in, air can travel up one side of the coupler and fluid can travel down the other side of the coupler. But unfortunately, the coupler got like a hydro lock in it. So when the pit crew
Didn't
has
go anywhere.
smashed it in, it's just
Stayed the same.
going
Yeah.
in and out. No fuel was actually going in.
I reckon I've seen them have that problem
Yeah.
and not noticed it.
Yeah, so
they've got like 10 litres.
let it run in.
And then they've
Thinking
gone-
they're letting it run in.
Yeah. And they've gone off and the car's taken off and they're going, oh, fuck, we haven't filled this car up.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
come
right.
back.
Yeah. So those couplers are turning into a bit of an arsehole. Where the last
Well,
one,
it's just practice at it because they don't do them everywhere.
yeah, but it's the hydro locking that's the problem. So
Yeah.
like they need to have it so they can
Oh, actually,
they can
that-
blow all the air.
Yeah. But they're not using the drums either, are they?
No, in
it's
the
the proper
Enduros,
fuel.
it's a big one
Yeah, it's
Big
the proper
rig.
fuel.
because they're doing a fair bit of fuel at the same time.
Which is still gravity fed.
yeah, but by a fair bit more
Yeah,
gravity.
well, the tank's pretty high, but yeah.
But yeah, so they need to make sure that they blow all the fuel out of that that breather line
Yeah.
so it doesn't lock up. Anyway, that stuff there, Day. And
Unlucky.
yeah, boo-hoo, the Mustangs got on top for once. It was good.
I seen a
Um,
little reel of Brody and Will talking about the
The rule.
the safety car
yeah.
thing and how confusing it was. And just watching that reel, I was like, "Fuck me, I'm
I
confused."
was confused watching
bad,
listening
isn't
to
it?
it too.
I couldn't even understand what they were
But
talking about.
But if you watch the onboard on Scott Pye's car, he's like, "Yeah, righto, we got to going into practice safety car. On the exit of turn 3, you'll see the pit board, blah blah blah, like the P3 board or whatever it is." Yeah, no worries. Bang! Oh fuck, he's hit me. Whincup just wasn't watching.
Well, as long as it was boss man, it's all right.
He was looking for the board too.
Yep. So Scotty Mack put his Corvette on the podium for Suzuka 1000 race. That's another enduro over in Japan. In NASCAR, they ran the Bristol Motor Speedway. AJ Allmendinger put it on pole. SVG qualified in 28th. In the race, Christopher Bell gets the win, and SVG got 26th. So, yeah, still a bit of a struggle. Mick, did you watch any GP?
Obviously, I didn't watch any MotoGP because I was at the boat racing all weekend, but I did see some highlights, and Jack Miller has copped a fine because he, during the race or warm-up lap or warm-down lap or whatever it was, he's seen a poster in the stands from obviously a fan that says, Miller, I'll swap your gloves for a beer. So on the warm-down lap, he's looking for this thing, and he's done a U-turn on the track and gone back to find old mate and, do the trade.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he even got the beer.
He never
just
even
gave
got
him the gloves.
He never even got the beer. But anyway, he got back to the the pits, and he's copped a €2,000 fine for going the wrong way on the track.
Yeah.
That's a man that doesn't really give a shit anymore.
That's an Aussie
Yeah. Well, that's
looking for a
an
beer.
Aussie, yeah. But he didn't get it.
Nope.
Yeah. So who got the win?
Mark has won. Mark has won. So he crashed in the sprint race actually, which let Benzecchi win on the Aprilia. But yeah, Mark won the main race. I think he got the record for the most points in a season in MotoGP.
Yeah,
and
right.
There's still half a dozen races to
Yeah.
go or something. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, surely Alexander Rossi's... Is it Alexander Rossi? Valentino Rossi. Alexander Rossi's a bloody IndyCar driver. Valentino Rossi's... One of his fans are probably going to try and take his legs out or something like that soon.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it doesn't look like Rossi's real happy with him.
Nah, because he doesn't like his records getting overtaken. But there was some... So, some of the crowd in... where were they? You can edit that out. He was... Let me just check. Here.
Misano World Circuit.
Yeah, so they're in Italy, which is what I thought. The Italian fans, obviously, they're Rossi fans because Rossi's an Italian and Mark's a Spaniard. So when he crashed, they were all cheering and like, yeah, woo, because he crashed.
Yeah, right.
And then
That would have just given Marquez just that bit more of a bump, wouldn't it?
Well, he also wants to do well in Italy because the Ducatis are built in Italy, so it's their home.
That's their home race.
thing
Of
as
course,
well,
he's
so-
going to want to go good.
Yeah.
How's the points there? 25, 32, 25.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Someone's
That could be
made-
AI too, though, Joel.
Yeah, someone's probably made a mistake there. I can tell you. I can't tell you the weekend's points.
Please hold.
Please hold while we connect your call.
Yeah, so 20, 25 for Marquez, 20 for Benzecchi, 16 for Alex Marquez, then 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, right.
Their next race
Is
meeting.
that combined points for the sprint race as well?
No, that's just for that.
Yeah, right.
So the sprint race points are a little different. The sprint race points are 12 points for a win, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, in the race you get down to 15th, I think, and in the sprint you only go down to 10th, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
No,
just
probably
thinking
not even
maybe
10th.
Alex might have been nowhere in the sprint to make the 25, but
Yeah, it might be.
Bon,
it
whatever
might-
what's his name?
yeah,
Bonzella or whatever.
It might have been that. Yeah, so Alex got second in the sprint. That would have made him on 29 points because he got second in the GP as well.
Yeah, right.
So he would have had 29 points. So that's obviously not right
That's
either.
not right, no.
Yeah. if you want to know overall points, Marquez has got 512, and his brother, who is second, is only on 330.
Wow.
So he pretty much can't get beaten. I think, actually, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if he won the sprint race and won the GP, he might have wrapped it up.
Yeah, right.
Not-
You'd have to be pretty close.
Yeah, not 100% sure.
Because
on
they
that,
only have, what have they got, 6 races left or
but,
something?
let me have a look. It's not going to tell me.
Just go to the calendar, it'll tell you.
I'll have to
Yeah,
count 'em.
I'd click calendar, but doesn't want to bloody well
So
bring it up.
there's Japan's next. So there's Japan, Indonesia, Australia, Malaysia, Portugal, and Valencia. So there's 6 left.
Yeah.
When people have like good years, sometimes they can wrap it up around Australia. So with like three to go,
Oh, yeah.
they can wrap it up. But yeah, he's got 3 more on top of that.
Got too much racing on that weekend in Australia.
17th and 19th of October.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
not a good time.
Raf Mines, Mildura. I thought it was something else.
With MotoGP, they really should have considered Rathmines.
Well,
in their
Mildura, if
calendar.
anything.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't.
Righto, so round 2 of the 25 Super Motocross playoffs. That was at the Dome at America's Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Hunter Lawrence got the round win with a 1 and a 3 for the weekend. Jet Lawrence in second and Eli Tomac in third. In 250 SMX, Joe Shimoda got first, Seth Haymaker in second, and Levi Kitchen in third. So that's the results part. I wanted to jump on to something else for now. There is plans in the pipeline to do some cool shit with this, but I thought I'd bring us an early segment in. Now, on the weekend, we had the first event for the season in powerboat racing. Now, this is the last season, as far as the story goes, the last season for 105
Yeah.
displacement racing.
You got to have a sell after.
Yeah. So no
after
more
August.
105 boats will be running without a cell after this season completely. So I thought I'd bring it up to you boys. What's your thoughts with 105 needing cells after this season? Will the class now just rejuvenate unlimited unblown, and all these boats that are running engines that are capable of doing more than 105, they're going to put cells in their boats and just go all out?
I think they'll just do if they put a cell in it. I think they'll just stay 105 because it's still just making it affordable. You just race into a bracket. You have not spending millions of dollars on porting heads and rah and carrying on. You're just dropping LS
I reckon they'll all put blowers on.
all that. Yeah.
Any boat that's long enough to put a blower on, they'll just put a blower on.
Yeah,
and
that's
blow most
possible too. But if they were to be suggested, I'd sort of like to hear from a few of the 105 drivers out there what their thoughts on what could happen. Do you think that the drivers in the class will actually just go and let the boat go all out and just go unlimited unblown? Like I really would have thought that the reason they're restricted to 105 is because that's the fastest they can go with an open deck boat. Once they get an open deck boat, realistically, they just take the shackles off and just go racing.
Yeah. So, well, they can go one of 2 ways. They can either put a cell in their boat and then they have options, or they can go and race 95. Some people that in the rim 105 might not have been doing the top of 105. They might
Just
have
touching
only
on
been
the
around
100.
100.
Yeah.
So they might just drop back to 95.
Yeah, I think 95 is going to get a pretty strong
I think it's already
I
started.
think
Presents.
it's still big already.
I think it's already started. So the ones that do put cockpits in, well, then they have all the options they want, and it's obviously going to depend on how much money they have. If they want to, they could jump into anything. They could go 5 litre, which they probably won't do because it's quite expensive to go 5 litre racing because it's not super common.
Same as 6 litres.
6 litres
getting
probably
up there
pretty
now.
much the same. Or you can go unlimited unblown, which maybe they might do, but that'll end up being basically the same as 6 litre, unless you spend all the money and have all the best shit.
The only thing you get away with going unlimited unblown is you can buy 410s pretty easy.
Yeah, well, as soon as they're all allowed to go wide open throttle, though, they'll all start tweaking them.
And
getting
wrecking
them to go
shit.
Well,
faster
you
and
will,
faster
yeah.
and faster.
If
And then
you
all of a
just-
sudden, when people can't compete there, they'll just put blowers on them. That's
That's
what
the-
everybody else seems to
it's
do.
the same price as running a blown bow as running a top run 6 litre.
Yeah, that's right.
Basically.
And the attitude that I seem to see is, oh, if I've got to sell boat, I might as well race unlimited because I can, because I've got to sell.
It shouldn't be that easy.
Well, it shouldn't be, no, but it is. It's that easy. You can go and make your own boat out of timber and go race it.
Well, we saw that over the weekend.
We did.
And it delaminated.
The timber boat, the limited, did it?
Ripped the bearers out or something.
Didn't
Oh,
last,
nice.
didn't last very long.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Okay.
have did 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, I think I heard they did 85
In testing,
in
I
testing.
heard. Yeah.
And
Okay,
then up
so that
on the river, around the track, it would have only been doing freaking 60 if it was lucky.
Yeah,
What
I don't even
the-
reckon I would have got that. I reckon I would have skied beyond at the speed it was going.
I wonder if the boat is actually good enough. So I had a look at it. It's a fairly wide, flat bottom boat. Like we've seen flat bottom boats go pretty well. I can't see why it can't work.
Oh, the design would probably work, no problem.
But I think the fact that it's timber
Well,
is just the different factor. I'm not saying it can't. I'm definitely not saying that it can't.
There's probably a
Well-
reason they've gone away from timber to fiberglass.
Oh,
Whether
was
it's
it
ease to
ease?
build or
Yeah, I think it was easy to build. But that was made all out of CNC cut, built on CAD timber.
Mm.
So he'd buy the length of timber, design all the...
I got told
material
that
up.
he had to join the bearers, so the bearers aren't one piece.
Yeah, he did.
That's right, yeah.
He showed me where he joined.
He put like
joined
this
the
big...
bearers.
What do you call it? The big locking cuts?
It's just like a dovetail kind of thing.
Dovetail. I think he might have said something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what he actually said, but yeah, it's pretty much just like a key. Like when you put your IKEA furniture back together, you just you put those little timber biscuits in when
Yep.
before you slide
And
them
you
together.
slide them
same,
together.
Same principle.
Yeah, it's... Look, it wasn't a shit box in my opinion. I think he just... He obviously had other more development to go on the boat, but it's definitely a cool little bit of gear.
It just depends on
how fast you want to go, really.
how many hits that timber can
Yeah.
cop.
That too. He definitely wouldn't
like
race
it's-
at Yarrawonga on a rough day.
Like it's bending or flexing, or maybe the timber's a bit too thin, or I don't know. Fuck all about timber. I know fuck all about boats, to be honest.
I'm surprised you say when you said that it had pulled the bearers out. I would have
One
thought
bearer
that they'd
pulled up from
be...
the bottom, pulled up from the floor.
See, I would have thought that they'd be like screwed into the bottom.
I think it was all just glued.
Look, I can't say that he's wrong or right because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And there's no rules to say you can or can't do anything.
No.
But yeah, you can say he was wrong because it didn't work. But did it not work because there was a mistake made, not because timber can't handle it?
There's no rules in the rule book saying what you can and can't do with the boat.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of rules to build a cockpit. And, you got to have certified cockpit builders and you got to put your samples in and all that. But the boat that it goes in, you could make it out of cellophane.
The cockpit will save you.
Well,
Doesn't really make sense.
it doesn't help.
If you damage your cockpit, if you put a gouge in your cockpit, you need a cockpit builder to
Yeah,
repair it.
Yeah.
But you snap your boat in half, you can repair it yourself in your backyard. It's no problem.
That's a whole can of worms to open up that one. But yeah. But yeah, I still think that 105, I reckon they've got the money, they'll put a sell in it and keep doing what they're doing, or yeah, maybe go blown and just drop a blower, put some blower pistons in and back a new cam and 671 on top of it, and let's go.
That's certainly the decision that I know I'd make.
That's what I reckon most people would do.
If you have to put a cell in your boat, then you just go.
Why not?
Yeah, go
You can
blown
buy a
racing.
big block pretty cheap and find it cheapish short of a, even if you went like a 10, 7.1 or something like that, you don't have to have 14s or anything
No.
big, but
No, if you've got a little nimble boat, you get away with that,
I'll turn it up, it's only 6.
mate. It's one of the fastest boats.
Mm.
It's bloody fast.
I was in the Connor on the weekend. I was talking to him. Must have been after his run on Saturday afternoon. I said, right, better put a smaller pulley on it. Wasn't fast enough.
Mm.
And he got to me. He sent me a message actually Sunday morning. Yep, we took some teeth out of it.
We sent our bloody questions a bit.
No questions
Dwindled.
at all. Actually, in saying the questions, I only had one person come up to me on the weekend and ask where I was going.
So no one got the stubby holder.
No, Tommy Butland come up to me and said, "You're going to Thailand for a sex change." I was like, "No."
Oh, so you lied to him,
Yeah,
so you didn't have to give him the sticker pack.
yeah. I said
How
Hayden
dare
doesn't
you.
want to give you the stubby holder, so no,
Bloody hell.
I'm going to China.
China.
For a sex change.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get some bats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure you eat everything that they have on the floor in like the street.
Well, the guy that ate the first bat, he probably survived.
Probably.
He just started
Patient
the shit.
zero.
He started the shit fight, but he was immune.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be the one. You wouldn't tell anyone that you were patient zero, would you?
No. God, no. But no, I'm going to help Bartek or going to help Bartek basically with a Marriott team with Doggy.
I hope you go and enjoy that.
2.5 weeks will be fucking awesome.
Deserting us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to call it in.
You're on your own for a while.
I don't know how awesome it would be. It's only fucking outboards.
We might be Zoom.
Ah,
We might Zoom you while you're over there.
I don't even know if I'll have reception or roaming because roaming is fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive. Just get it.
$10 a day.
You have to have it.
I don't.
Yeah, because you need to edit the podcast.
Well, I can get Wi-Fi.
Because we're not doing shit.
No, I figured.
We'll just come here and talk and go, here you go, Joel. Fucking fix that.
Oh, we'll get into our news segment. And we'd like to thank our sponsor for this segment, which is Chops Anodizing, where quality meets speed.
Step it up, slim it down. It's the Garage Slim Down.
So who's going first? Are we doing it in the same order?
Well, what have you done all week to lose fucking weight?
I stopped eating
And
I
and
stressed.
just drunk piss.
and drank beer.
I've done lots of stressing and yeah, hardly ate.
I didn't change a fucking thing.
You just slept better.
No,
Yeah, I just slept better.
I think I just ate a little bit less. That's probably all I'd done. But,
So if we get on here, this is my question, right? If you weigh heavier this week than you did last week, does your weight now, does your percentage of weight drop go from your new highest weight, or does it go from your original?
oh, it'll just be. Oh, that's a good question. Well, you can go to minus. Can you do minus percentages?
No. Well, it's overall. So if like let's say you was 100 last week, and you go to 110 this week, and then you drop down to 90, have you lost 10 kilos or 20 kilos?
Oh, I guess you could put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, right. Well, we've never thought about that.
Well, I'm asking the question. What are we doing?
I guess it goes, I don't know, goes from that then, because that's realistically what you've lost. Or do you just...
So I should still gain for 5 weeks and then rip it all off for the last 5 weeks.
You can try, but...
Dehydrate yourself.
Nah, we'll leave it as what we started at.
Righto.
That's easier.
Rightio.
Oh,
Who's getting on first?
I'll get on. Do it in
Joel,
the same
you're up.
order.
Have a guess what he weighs. He's cheated though because he's already jumped on the scales 3 times this afternoon, so he knows what he weighs. What is it officially, Hayden?
93.8.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got to change it. We've got to change it because Joel's fucking fatter.
93.5.
Oh, yeah. So it was 0.8 and then he just shuffled the scale around to get it a bit lighter. 93.5, and what was you last week?
94. Similar-ish.
So
94.
1 kilo you've lost.
94.4 maybe. I can't remember.
1 kilo.
So
Rightio, Mick. Come and hold the camera.
All right.
You're definitely the same. I reckon you put on a kilo. That's why you're asking.
No, I haven't.
Oh, Hayden's getting on. What the fuck? Oh,
Smashed it.
99.1.
That's 1 kilo as well, isn't it?
1 kilo.
Anxiety.
No, that's 2 kilos.
No, it's... Oh, it is 2. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're 101.
Anxiety certainly helped me.
See what happens next week then, eh?
Do you want me to show you how to lose weight?
Or put it on.
What do we got? 102.3.
Phew, that's 4 kilos.
There you go. Didn't change a fucking thing.
Sleeping does well.
So it looks.
Well, guess what I'm doing when we finish this?
I've got my wallet with all my $5 notes and my keys, all my shit in my pockets.
He's got some bodgy fucking setup here.
I can't just drop it all in one go. You drop it all in one go, then you start shitting yourself and you start exercising and going riding bikes and doing whatever else the fuck you do, buying your Ozempic. I'll just drop a little bit at a time.
He's got something going on.
The sleep helps.
It's called competitiveness, and I am going to win.
So you have changed something.
I've changed heaps, but I'm not fucking telling you this.
Oh, you didn't drink. Oh, you did have a couple of Jacks on the weekend, but you drank soda water all weekend.
Yeah, because I'm fucking professional.
Yeah.
I'm a winner.
I've started to drink so much more water.
Oh, I've always drunk heaps of water.
Yep.
Did we pin a post in our page to
Yep.
what we are?
Yep. A couple of people did write, fuck you's a fat fucks.
Did anyone else write
Yes,
their weight in?
that's why we're doing
Nah,
it.
nah.
They're all too scared.
Yeah.
Well, Todd Nolan from the our sponsor from Elite Forklifts, he said he was going to pull his finger out and post up there as well. But
He's already a skinny fucker already.
yeah, he is skinny fuck, but he's got a gut on him.
That's like me. I'm skinny but with a gut.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's worse.
so yeah, so hopefully this pushes a few other people along as well. I certainly felt it on the weekend. My gut was getting in the way, making me feel a bit slow. So I
Did your steering wheel rub on it?
hoping no, steering wheel's nowhere near it.
Oh, that's fine then. You got heaps of room to go. Just get fatter.
Can't get fatter because the cell suit won't fit. She's only just zipping up now.
Oh, you just get a new one. It helps hold the.
Can you
hold
do it
the
up
nose.
yourself?
Yeah, I can do it up myself.
You had heaps of time.
Um,
It's when you got one or two people helping you.
I was
that's
actually
the
quite
problem.
surprised. That was Tommy Sawyer's cell suit. He's a little boy. He's not fat.
He's not little anymore.
No, he's built like a big shit house.
Well, I'm not
Bit of
saying
a
he's a
side
big
swipe,
unit, but
boys.
he's a solid bloke.
Yeah, he's not fat. He's just
No, yeah, he's
gym built.
Oh, radio. Okay. Yeah, well, when he said it was a large, I was like, yeah, I'll fit in that.
So yeah, there's been a few posts in the HSD pit group.
It's been a lot more boat racing this week, but
Tracy posted up that record of the motocross dude. First time ever he's won 5. Someone's won 5 in a row championships.
Oh, that's the Aussie Speedway guy.
It was a Speedway, was it? Oh yeah, no, first rider. 5 consecutive finals. Unbelievable achievement from
what's his name? Brady.
Brady Kurtz.
Yeah, that's it.
He's a rookie. So yeah, that's pretty good. Someone posted a orange boat doing wheel stands. It's pretty standard.
yeah, that's hard to keep that thing down. All
I tell you what,
weekend,
you did well.
Far
You did
out.
a fucking mad bunny hop
Yeah, that was after the win.
after the win.
Yeah.
I was like, because I was filming, and he sort of must have blipped it a bit further down the track.
Yeah, I did in front of the VIP.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, you won't do it again. And then he went, "Rop." I was like, oh, actually, like fully was like nice out.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
water.
it just stayed flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a bit of a blip in front of the VIP because obviously there's a lot of people in there supporting Dad's race, so give them a bit of a show. But yeah, out the front of the family marquee, give it a blip. My God, it's so easy to get that thing to come out of the water. Like I know that engine isn't as good as what a lot of other people have got, but man, it's got shitloads.
Yeah.
I don't think I need any more than what it's got.
Yeah.
It's bloody fun.
Oh, all in all, it was a good weekend.
Cracking weekend.
Right, we'll go into questions. We've got one in here that was sent in this afternoon. So here it is.
G'day, boys, and Hayden. Just like to start by congratulating Hayden again for the weekend. He drove like a champion all weekend. Well done, mate. I've got a 3-part question, all got to do with the final race that Hayden won. Part 1, how did it feel, Haydo, coming into that race or during that race, knowing every time you looked out the window of all boats to see Odin running you down every part of that race? I imagine your ass was puckering the whole time. Part 2 of the question, do you think that's your greatest race to date, given the way you run it and the result? And part 3, how did it make you feel coming back to the ramp and seeing all that crowd standing around the ramp cheering you and congratulating you? It looked like you were pretty happy. So well done again, mate. And yeah, good on you, mate. I do have some more information about the Warby's boat and his father's boat, but I'll save that for the next few podcasts. All good. See you, boys.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. It's bloody nice hearing feedback like that about the driving because, yeah, I sort of knocked myself around for my driving a fair bit because I've got a lot to learn. But, yeah, I certainly did enjoy that race. I don't know if that was the standout for me. I'm sure there's something reminds me that there's another race that I've actually done quite well in as well. But for that one, that was a pretty big moment for me.
A lot of effort going into it beforehand to get to that.
Coming into that race, yeah. So the race before that, I came into the first corner with Daryl Quinn on the outside of me and Scott Cleaver on the inside of me, and I could see some shit going on in front of me. Like Daryl started committing to the corner quite early, and I got the feeling that I wasn't going to have a lane to use, and obviously that Daryl got a pin on that corner because he didn't give me a lane to use, but I sort of preempted that. So that put the fire out. So the whole race I was chasing Scott Clever. So the whole time I was trying to commit into the corner as hard as I could, but it looked like Scott was moving moving around into the corner, so he wasn't doing a smooth arc around. So when I was coming down the ramp for that final race, I was manifesting, or I'm concentrating in my head where I'm going to put the boat in that first corner. I knew I had Scott on the inside of me with the Supernova boat, and I knew I had Odin on the outside of me, and there was someone else in that race as well. B&R Engines. So Brett Nidgery was on the outside of us as well. I think he might have been in pole 3 and Odin was in pole 4. So as I came into that corner, I knew that the only way for me to get out alive of that first corner was to just give Scotty enough room, which that's racing, of course, but I usually try to be pretty courteous. I only had the choice of giving him just enough room through that first corner and coming out the other side, and then you can control the race from there.
Yeah.
So having that in my head and getting through that first corner cleanly, I was pretty clean-headed through the rest of the race, except for trying to get it out of corners. When it looks like I'm getting overconfident and blowing it out of the water, it's that I just haven't committed to the corner properly. So I haven't got enough speed through that corner to try and get back on the power as fast as I can. So when it looks like I'm panicking,
for the first corner in your head before you even went out the creek.
Yeah, I already knew what was going on.
Jeez, you're lucky. Every time I do that, I do that for every race. I have me plan in my head how the race is going to go. And as soon as the flag drops, that's fucking all gone out the window because it's not what I thought.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
You're just flat out going, oh, fucking hell.
Well, so before you can even get to that first corner, you've got to get your start right. And I'd sort of let everyone go the races before that, just so I could make sure that I could concentrate on my starts and get them clean.
Yeah.
So that was sort of the last race of the weekend was where I knew I had to do something, otherwise all that practice had sort of gone to waste. So I got my start right. So I'm running down the straight. I could see Scotty right beside me. I'm just about ready to flip him the bird as I go past him, and we come into the corner. So I know that I can outrun most people into the corner. From the very start of my driving career, Platzi sort of gave me a fair idea how to run hard into the corner, and so I knew I could get Scotty through that, and then at the end, through the race, I only saw Ryan on the outside of me going down that front chute on the last lap.
Yep.
So apart from that, I had Josh in my head saying that that Ryan was close, but he's like, that's your corner. There's no one you're not going to cut anyone off or anything like that. So I'm not going to cut people off. If someone's coming on the inside of me, I'm going to give them enough room, but I'm only going to give them just.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take their lane because I think that's fucking dirty.
Yeah. Well, it depends how close they are, I suppose.
Yeah. So I made sure that I'd given enough room. But, yeah, for Ryan on the outside, I can sort of pick my lane as I'm coming down the chute. And then, yeah, I just didn't commit properly into the second last corner. That's why it blew it out of the water. And then that last corner was the only way I've won that race. Because coming out of that last bridge end corner, if I didn't get the thing on the power, Ryan was getting me.
Yeah, and then he blew it out of the water as well.
Well, yeah, I was lucky that he blew out of the water because he's got a lot more power than what ours has got. But yeah, no.
So how'd it feel coming back to the bank with everyone there? Actually, I heard you seen a pair of titties.
Oh yeah,
I did see. Well, they were still covered up, but they were there was lifted shirts.
That's a nice feeling.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, so as I came back past the crowd, as I said, the VIP marquee have had a fair few people that had supported Dad's race. So I gave them a bit of a bunny hop in acknowledgement, and then as I went past the family, I could see my two little girls and my two little nieces holding up this big banner with a photo of the boat saying "Go Fury." Like that was something that I'd never seen before either. So giving them a bunny hop, as Joel said, that was my better bunny hop.
Yeah.
It went up flat. And then coming into the pits, Josh was just saying, mate, you just be careful. There's some boats hanging around, and I'd done enough of it, so I knew the process. As you said, there's a fair bit going on when you're turning him off even. So you just know that I just got to loosen my belt so I can reach around and grab the gear lever. So as you're coming into the beach, you knock it into neutral. Unfortunately, I tapped the throttle a few times in excitement. There's a few good blips there. And then, let it run out of fuel. I didn't even get up. I usually unbelt and just get up and have a chat to everyone around. But I got back in, turned the engine off, and I just sat there and took about 20 deep breaths. One, because I was buggered, but two, it was exhilarating.
Yeah.
And then, seeing the whole Constable team standing up and clapping for me, and Ryan in the boat clapping for me, and then all my team running down, and bloody lots of emotions and shit like that, because everyone had worked their ass off to get it to that point.
And people showing your titties.
Yeah.
And Renee showing me boobies. No, it was all appreciated. It's really good to get sort of support like that from everyone else, seeing what the team's gone through. Last year, so when it come up to Windsor, I hadn't finished a race in about 18 months. That's shit.
Yeah.
So to go from that...
You probably
to
haven't
what we've
started
got-
many in that 18 months either. Then.
No, we started a lot. But remember, the thing was just turning itself off because it was just
you had
fluffing the oil up.
Oil problems and shit. Yeah.
So, big 6-stage oil pump and heap of oil in it and no fuel going into the oil. Oh, fuck all fuel going into the oil. It was a really happy engine over the weekend and I was a really happy driver.
Good stuff.
Thanks for your question, Tony.
Yeah, thanks. So if you got any more questions, send them into the High Speed Garage podcast at gmail.com. So, yeah. Guess we'll wrap her up there, eh?
Sounds good.
Find us on the socials and give us a follow and a like and a share and whatever else you want to do. Yeah. All right. Catch us later.
Have a
Bye.
good weekend.